I'm doing it. When do I do it though?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, ready? Hello everyone, and welcome to Draw Your Swords, an actual D&D podcast played by Dungeons... Damn it!
Oh, I show you how it's done though?
Sure.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Draw Your Swords, an actual play D&D podcast played with comic artists and writers. I am Sandy, the Dungeon Master, and joining me this week.
What's up? I'm Harry, and I play Emlyn the Halfling Rogue.
Hi, I'm Holly, and I play Veda the Fire Genasi Bard.
Hi, I'm Fig, and I... No!
You have become one.
Method acting.
I'll just leave it there. Should I say my pun? I did have one.
I mean, you kind of just did a pun without realizing it. You said, I'll just leave it there.
Oh, kind of. That's just my slurry voice. Everyone get ready, because we better go.
Oh no, I had a mouthful of water. I nearly drowned.
I'm really on point today, guys. I don't know.
It's just food. You're just putting food in. That's great. It was very good.
Yep. Last session, Agatha and Veda left the king's palace with the sudden appearance of 3 storm giants seeking Lomgir, a giant meant for execution on King's Day, on the assumption that he was starting a rebellion against the Empire. And if he was not released, Storm Giant said that the pact would end. On returning to the flat, there was a talk between Malara and Veda, them parting ways to seek questions separately, while Veda and the party goes on to face the vault with Agatha. However, the restless knowledge seekers that are Fig and Emlyn decided to go and do the library heist to find out information about the Obsidian Prince, which resulted in Emlyn agreeing to a pact with the librarian, a deal of information for information.
Totally reasonable. Totally sensible.
During the same evening, Veda made contact with the voice in her head, unveiling its plan to Veda and what it expects of her, with the party waking in the morning and setting off to Roten. So, as we head out on the road towards Roten, it's a couple of days' travel, mostly through farmland, with sparse trees on either side. The weather is fair, but very snowy. As you can see, there's no one out in the fields anymore. It is dead of winter. Is there anything that anyone wants to do on the journey, or are we happy to keep moving forward?
Are we going on foot, by the way?
No, you're on your cart, I assume.
Sorry, yeah, cool.
Fig's just going to keep an eye out for any strange anomalies that could be his mother.
Okay, make a perception check.
16.
I will keep that in mind while traveling through. What's the walking order here? Who's driving the cart?
I'm driving the cart.
Okay. And where's everyone else?
Fig will be walking beside the cart, chatting with Pumpkin, seeing if she's okay, had a nice time and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Pumpkin is always responded nicely to you and seems to be quite happy to have her friends back again. As it's been a good few days, or probably like a week, since you've actually seen her neglected in a stable.
Sure, people looked after her. Well, I asked her that.
Yes, she was looked after very well.
A guilt trip us.
I know. Bring her up to the flat.
I think Veda will kind of, as we go, like sort of sometimes we'll walk and sometimes we'll sit up on the cart with Emlyn.
Okay.
But I think she's quite quiet.
Where's Agatha?
Agatha is probably up alongside Emlyn, next to the driving seat, I think.
Is she still avoiding me?
Not as much anymore. She'll have small talk with you for sure.
Is she backseat driving?
No, she's actually enjoying the open air and just happy enough to watch you drive. But if you do make a mistake, she would point it out. Like grandmother-wise, like...
Watching me drive judgmentally. Okay.
She's silent in her judgmental ways.
That's brutal. That's the best way.
You have a good few days travel ahead of you. It's slow moving because of all the snow. One night when you're all camped together, you realize that it's King's Day. Is there anything that anyone wants to do or give or say anything?
Oh, mate, we're not going to make it to Cookie in time.
Oh, we won't get our Kingsley meal.
Brutal. We all have presents for each other, right?
Yeah. Well, the person I made present for is gone, but hey-ho.
Oh, shit.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think that we could have done that.
No,
Secret Santa.
I don't think he realized.
That's definitely a Fig move.
You couldn't have thought that far ahead.
Didn't Malara get a present for someone else though?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Malara remembered and we all we did that swap before we left. Sort of weird, awkward, like, oh well, have a great King's Day. We're all leaving. Bye.
So you want to say you did that back at the house?
Unless any of you think that's like out of character for Malara, but I think it'd be brutal for us to be leaving her behind and then also not giving her a Christmas present. So.
But the one that I got her is a bit awkward now.
Why? What was it?
What was it?
It was like a little like Malara and Veda made out of flowers, but they're pressed, so it's like little, not quite dolls, but almost, but it's like pressed flowers into like little people.
That's alright. Fig isn't there in person when she opens it, so.
That's even
he's
worse.
Like, I know. It's like, here's you and your ex.
I got Veda slightly the wrong sort of music. It's for something you play, but it's in the wrong clef. Or something. Like they really
It's okay.
tried.
She can adjust.
She's gonna have to transpose it as she goes. I bet
Yeah,
she could do that though.
she can do
She's
that.
well good.
Yeah.
So, is Veda like? Does Veda point this out, or is she just like, "Great, this is perfect, thank you"?
No, she really likes it, and it was like a pretty little book as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
She's chuffed.
And then Veda got for Fig.
Yeah, Veda found like 4 little stones and got some paint and painted like the 4 of them's faces on them.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my god.
Oh, he loves
I'm gonna-
them.
I'm gonna roll performance to see how well she painted.
Oh yeah, go for it.
26.
Oh my god, they're so
pretty
good.
Oh my god, it's perfect. We can tell who's who. Emlyn has a little grumpy face.
Yeah.
Fig loves it. Oh,
The biggest rocks Fig and the smallest ones.
Oh, he gives Veda a big hug.
Veda's
I love
little
it.
rock face is like so glam. It's like it's
Got
just a
glitter
few
on
lines,
it.
but you know how glam it is. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. It's got glitter on it.
Oh, he puts some of his other rocks, which look a bit shit in comparison.
And then Malara got Emlyn a nice necklace from a questionable source. It's 7 different types of gems, all on multiple chains.
Oh.
Damn. I got
Magic.
Does Emlyn know how much it's worth? Can they guess?
Malara got Emlyn gems, and in return, Malara got grass.
Sad memories of her ex.
It's probably like worth like 250 gold.
Damn,
Oh
dude.
Jesus.
God. I think maybe Emlyn opens it and is like, "This is really nice. This is really nice."
Yeah.
So it's so nice. I don't actually know whether to like. I mean, Emlyn is opening it with the others, right? Not Malara. We're all opening it. Yeah, okay. I don't really know whether to like re-gift it or just sell it.
Do you not like it?
I mean, I'm not gonna wear it. Can you imagine me wearing this? I don't know really if I can imagine re-wearing it either. I feel like it'd be weird to give a really expensive present. Seem like I'm trying to bribe her into liking me again. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with little bribery.
She's a pretty practical woman, and maybe she'd rather have the money. Emlyn tucks it away. Has Emlyn got like where did Malara get it from? Does Emlyn have any sense?
It doesn't really fit the box that it came in. So wherever that Malara got it from probably wasn't a jeweler's.
Okay. That's Emlyn's present. That's alright.
She knows a guy who knows a guy.
Fell off the back of a lorry.
That's alright. Emlyn knows how to sell that. That's alright.
And Agatha just has nothing.
Aww.
Aww. Fig makes her a little flower crown.
I think she very much appreciates
Out
that.
of like little frozen flowers.
Well, he can make them with Druidcraft.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. It's amazing. Yeah, I guess maybe we try and put together as like nice a meal as possible. Guess we didn't really think we'd be on the road.
Yeah, Fig tries to
For the
help with
actual
making
day?
a nice meal. He's watching Emlyn closely because his last couple of meals weren't very good.
Let's see how good it
Trying to
is. Emily.
It's cooked utensils, isn't it? I got it. It's a 23. Emlyn is so smug.
So what kind of thing are you
They
thinking
don't
about
say anything
making?
about it, but you can see it on their little face. I don't know. Be able to get. I guess we were a long way from the coast, so it's probably like oh my god, it's fucking like meat and potatoes kind of shit, you know?
It's what
But
you eat
like
in the
they
winter.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, but like they have some special way of doing the potatoes that they won't shut up about, and like, in fact, I kind of think that maybe they're like trying to overcompensate, right? They keep talking about all these things, and everything they're saying is like, this is how we used to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I think they're trying to like put all of their sad spending the holidays away from their family feelings into the food, and it works. It turns out.
Throw your sadness into your work. It works.
Yeah, yeah. They just keep being like, oh, and like, you know, they're like, it's like horrible greens and stuff, and they're doing them with loads of like butter, and they're like, oh, we used to do them like this, and then they sort of like sadly trail off, and then they do it for the next dish as well.
Oh.
It's
Fig's
like how
like,
you like, make Brussels sprouts, but like shredded with bacon and cream to make them edible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo, I
100%,
love boiled
that's it.
Brussels sprouts. They're so good. Yum.
Just another bad food opinion from you.
Just put that in your sandwiches.
Yeah, Brussels sprout sandwiches. Fig's gonna ask, do you guys all celebrate King's Day where you're from?
No, not at all.
What do you do instead? Do you do like something on this day as well?
Do you do the solstice, or is it different where you're from?
Yeah, we have a winter festival, but not a King's Day.
What's the winter festival like?
It's nice. We all have, there's a lot of candles everywhere, and decorated trees, and everyone goes out and drinks warm wine, sings together.
Would you do that with your family?
Yeah.
Emlyn, would you do stuff with your family on day? Happy day? Food day?
Yeah.
Can I tell that Emlyn doesn't really want to talk about it?
Roll.
I'm in it. I'm on it. Yeah. 13. That wasn't very good.
You can either just roll like a charisma check or something to hide it.
Oh, what? Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Just charisma or persuasion or something?
Yeah.
23. Maybe that means that Emlyn seems like they're doing fine, though. You know?
Mhm.
Maybe they're doing
Yeah.
a great job of hiding it.
Or Fig's just like, they want to talk about it. Tell me about
Yeah,
your wife
yeah.
and kids.
I feel like the second one's more likely.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Fig not picking up on social cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Fig wants to ask questions, Emlyn is powerless to stop him.
Did you get anything for your wife and kid this year?
Yeah, I sent them when we were back in town.
What did you get them?
Fuck. Did I say it out loud? I can't remember.
I think you did.
I think you got
Oh my
a
God.
book for your kid. I can't
Yep.
remember. I can't
Yes, I
remember.
did.
We'll just like record like Harry replying just like book and It's actually obviously not meant to be there.
Yeah, oh my god, maybe I wrote it in my notes. I kind of feel like maybe I,
I think
didn't.
actually, I think what you got for your wife was like some really nice tools in a nice toolbox.
Oh mate, that sounds
Oh,
right.
that's really
Yeah.
I'm
cute.
glad that you remember this. I'm emotional about that. Oh, well done past me.
Does anyone tell Fig what that?
Yeah,
Does she like to build things?
I think maybe Emlyn got her just like really nice tools, but for like bits and bobs because she does like odd jobs and stuff. But her main job is she does some blacksmithing and like tinkering and stuff, and like puts together armor, not magical armor, but other stuff. So imagine Emlyn just said that while I was thinking it out. I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to be exactly the right kind, but she does things with leatherworking and makes little things for Caden sometimes. So
That's cool. She must be very talented.
she's kind of amazing. Anything she really puts her mind to, she ends up being good at, really.
Agatha, do you do anything for King's Day?
No, I've never done anything like that. Even when in service, I was working most of the time, so the only time I've ever had King's Day was when I was little, and it was a bit different then. So, different kings, you know.
Does each one do something different?
Sometimes they do different celebrations, and because I was not very well off, we didn't have big lavish meals and things. We mostly went out and spent time with other people and made a big pot of stuff and handed that all out. And then when I became a knight, it was mostly protect the fancy people.
Nice though.
When I was younger, it was nice. I do miss having some sort of celebration every year. In the pits, you don't get anything.
Well, hopefully when we get to Cookies, she'll still be having her celebration. Then we can all celebrate together.
Well, their heroes are returning, I suppose.
Oh, do you mean us?
Yes. What Malara told me, you guys are definitely heroes. Saving all those people, pretty heroic stuff.
Big's eyes just like light up. He's like, what? That's just common decency.
I was gonna say maybe Emlyn, like, maybe in order to like deflect talking really specifically about their family, maybe they start talking more about like general customs for like the solstice, and maybe I think they're probably a bit different from kind of like mainland King's Day stuff. It'll be like, and then you make garlands out of all the old ivy, and then you wrap them around the outside of the house to keep the spirits out on the evening before the solstice.
Why don't you want spirits in your house?
Because the bad spirits come out the evening before the solstice.
What? But why? Are they... Does that mean they're
I feel like, I guess maybe everyone else is like, what are you talking about?
That's a weird Islander thing.
Yeah.
So we might run into some bad spirits. Big quickly makes ivy from his staff. He's like, ah!
I mean, it's really a thing that you just tell the wee ones. It's kind of... I always thought really it was a way of making sure that all families stay indoors and have to spend time with each other. You know, all the little rituals and things, and you put out candles in a pattern, and and there are these spices that you put in this drink. I don't have any of them here, so we can't have any, but it's kind of gross actually. It's just what everyone does.
I think it sounds fun.
If we can find all the ingredients when we get to Cookies, I will make you some mulled wine.
Yeah, that sounds much better, to be honest. Let's do that.
I feel like Veda would like love doing the like winter festival in Haverford, because it'd be like just like kind of picturing it like they don't really do presents or anything, but they like have like sort of gatherings in like the like city squares and stuff, and like do everybody sing songs together and things. I could just imagine Veda being like the ringleader of one of them and fucking loving it.
Aww. Fig's just wondering what his family would do for a King's Day thing. Like, do they do it? What would they do? What are their little fun things that they do? He's just kind of excited to hear what everyone else does.
Go into the spooky woods and find out.
Yeah.
It is in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there eventually.
Next King's Day.
I mean, we've gone like not even half the map.
Like not even quarter of the map. It's huge.
It's pretty big. So, on having your little celebration, giving presents, and having some very good food made by Emlyn, having some drinks, relaxing,
camping in the snow, trying to pretend we're warm.
big fires roaring. The night slowly goes on, and you wake in the morning. You set off again towards Roten. The evening quickly approaches. As you head towards Roten, you see smoke billowing from the town and the sound of fighting. Entering into town, you race towards the square, where you now see a giant, 15 foot tall this one, wielding a battle axe, cleaving through a handful of Zundarian guards. Buildings burning all around you. As he whip rounds to see you entering into the fray, you see large protruding horns from his head in the style of rigid antelope horn. He charges off, ramming himself into a dozen other guards. As you stop the cart, screams from a burning building to your left grab your attention, with guards charging in from the right with spears and short bows at the ready.
Who looks like... does it look like the guards are defending the town?
Hard to say.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
21?
You see that some of the guards are throwing torches into buildings.
Sorry, yeah, and a bunch of them just ran into a building and screaming people armed.
Oh my god, I chose the perfect fucking spell for this.
There's a burning building to your left, and to your right-hand side are people running towards you now.
What people? Guards or?
Guards, yes.
If we heard someone screaming in the burning building on the left, Veda's going to run towards that.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Emlyn?
I guess maybe Emlyn stays put so that Veda can run towards the building and Emlyn can talk to the guards without the guards just going after us into the building. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Their spears are out and their short bows drawn.
Are they coming out towards us?
They seem to be charging towards you, yes.
Well then, can I do something?
Sure.
Do they look aggressive at all? Like they're wanting to hurt us? I'm imagining so.
Yeah.
I want to cast Wind Wall right into them all. Whatever direction the most are, like if they're in a straight line or in like a row, I want to try hit them because I can move it. So it's 50 foot long and 15 foot high and 1 foot thick. The wall lasts duration and it's 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
Okay.
16. It's a strength.
Strength. Okay.
And I want to try hit the house with it so it blows the fire.
The house is on your left. They're on your right.
Okay, I'm just going to hit them with the wind wall.
Okay. Strength save. And there's about 7 of them coming towards
Okay.
you. 7.
Uh-huh.
They failed.
They all failed?
Yeah. I'm just
Nice.
gonna do. So how long wide? Is it 5 foot wide?
1 foot thick and 50 foot long.
1 foot thick. Okay.
Yes.
So you can hit 2 of them is the best you can get.
Oh, really?
It's 50 foot long.
It's 50 foot long, but they're all in a clump.
They'll keep them away and it would fuck up their arrows and stuff. So I'm going to try make a path between them and the house.
Okay.
Can I do that? Okay. So they take 3d8 damage?
Yeah.
I don't know if they get hit away or anything. I don't think
They probably
so.
get pushed back.
Yeah. 3d8. 9. Ooh, that's terrible roll. Does it get any pluses?
No.
Fuck me, that's awful. Yikes.
The 2 guards are pushed back and they tumble to the floor with the wind wall in the way. A couple of them release arrows towards you. Your mind races to perhaps that these guards may be from Winstata and know of your exploits there. As arrows launch through and...
It automatically misses.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I was just...
Yeah, it's a wind wall.
I know, but it might be disadvantaged.
As the arrows fly away, not harming you. Veda running towards the...
I want to run towards a building if it's danger. Then I want to get away from it, please.
So, running into the burning building. Veda, what would you like to do?
Can she see anyone?
Make a perception check.
Like
Fog is thick.
Fog.
21?
As you quick look around, you do see 2 people lying on the floor coughing behind a burning table.
Can she get to them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Try and help them.
Can Fig follow behind Veda?
You're doing your wind wall.
Oh.
But I'm following.
Yes, you are.
I want to help Vader with whatever she's trying to do. Please.
Do they seem like they can get up? Like, are they awake? Like,
Yeah, they're awake.
coughing?
They're coughing. Their eyes are watering, but they're disorientated for sure, and they don't know which way it's at.
Vidal just run up to them and be like, "Come on this way," and like try and like kind of pick them up and guide them out of the house.
Okay, as you pick them up or help them along, a couple of people and Emlyn helping as well, you lead them outside the house.
Is there anybody else in there?
You can make an investigation check just to double check.
I want to help. I want to be like crawling through if there's smoke everywhere,
11.
It doesn't look to be.
Okay.
I was helping.
And the sound of fighting from the giant seems to be raging on. There's a wind wall now blocking in between you and 7 other guards.
Like Vidal say to them, was there anyone else in the building? Are you okay?
I don't think so. It was just us.
Okay. Come on, this way, and like try and like guide them like away from where the guards are to like somewhere that doesn't look on fire.
Sure. Yeah, you lead them down a left-hand path into an alleyway. Fig, what are you doing while this is going on? You're holding the wall. Agatha is by your side, weapon drawn, waiting.
Is the giant near-ish by?
He's nearest by. You can hear him fighting.
Can he hear me if I yell?
You don't know. Maybe. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of commotion going on.
He's gonna be like, Agatha, what should we do?
Well, they don't seem to be stopping anytime soon. This wall is only good for a little bit. They could flank around us. I don't know if you've got another big spell that can disrupt them or anything, but they're not going to wait there forever.
I only have ones that will maybe kill them. Are you wanting that?
Can I just clarify? Is the giant is fighting the guards?
Yes.
And the guards are setting the homes on fire.
Yes.
Is this the place where Cookie and everyone is? But are there also other houses and stuff?
There are other houses. It's a small village.
Yeah,
but most
so
of them
I guess
got,
I basically mean, do they seem to be after Cookie and like that building that we know? Or are they just like torching the whole town?
It looks like the whole town. Yeah, it looks most of the town. You knew that this town had been evacuated beforehand because of the hag and the bad winters that it brought. So when you came to this town, There was hardly anyone here except from Cookie and a couple of people.
Does it look like the giant's fighting the guards, or is he also attacking the town?
No, he's fighting the guards.
Okay.
Good. I don't want to fight a giant. Looking around, can Veda see like more buildings on fire?
There's 4 or 5 buildings on fire, yeah.
Does there seem to be like any groups of people like gathering or running away or?
It's a lot of chaos. It's one dark and the smoke is billowing out. It's hard to really see if anyone's gathering anywhere.
Okay. I think she'll just say to the people that she pulled out of the building, just like, okay, try to stay out of sight and find somewhere safe. I'm going to see what I can do about these guards.
Thank you for saving us again.
Of course, anytime. Run back. Run back to Fig.
Okay. Fig, what are you doing?
I am panicking. Just holding up my wall is like, ah!
Emlyn, what did you want to do?
I don't know. If Veda seems like she has a plan, then I'm just gonna keep following what she's doing. How many guards are there?
7. And there's a wind wall separating between you two.
Oh yeah.
Or is Emlyn next to me now?
You're all reconvening. The
Okay.
guards seem like they're gonna try flank around.
Right, they're moving in. Are we wanting to kill them?
I mean, I'm not sure we have much of a choice.
Yeah, they
I don't want them to get everyone in this village, so
Okay.
Yeah, if they're burning buildings and attacking people, they are clearly not messing around.
Okay, Fig's gonna use symbiotic entity. He's gonna pop with some spores. I might have to drop the wall soon because they're gonna walk around it. So everyone get ready with something.
ready my bow.
Okay.
I am ready to shoot. How far away are they?
25 to 30 feet?
Oh, I want to be 35 feet away. And have my bow ready.
Sure. Agatha preps her small short sword that she has because she left her great sword in the hall with the king. Leave that as a beacon. So, Veda, what are you prepping, if anything?
I think she'll hang on to some produce flame.
Okay. Fig, what are you doing then?
Okay, I'm gonna drop Windwall
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Call Lightning
Okay. On who?
on. Is there anyone bundled close to each other?
They're all at least 10 feet apart from each other.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit. Can I hit in the middle of them? Because it's 5 feet around the point. So I want to hit in the middle of 2 of them.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so they need to make a dex save against 16.
Dex save.
Okay, they take half damage of 21, so they take 10 damage.
That's pretty good.
As the light, what does this look like with the lightning striking down?
There's just like a big cloud that appears, and then this big sort of almost greeny looking lightning just strikes down in between 2 of them and just like erupts the earth, but they don't get knocked over. And Fig's eyes kind of like cloud over.
Hitting in between 2 of them, one of them you've already hurt. He does get slammed back into a cart that was next to this area, and he just is gone, charred to a crisp through the lightning as he tried to dive out the way. The other one is gritting his teeth but looking very, very hurt. You've dropped the wind wall now, yeah?
Yep.
Emlyn, you can let your arrow fly if you so wish.
Cool. I do, but at the same time, maybe they're like, if you all drop your weapons, nobody has to die, but they say that while they're also shooting at someone.
Okay.
Not the one that's already injured, just like someone new. Oh, God, is that 14 to hit?
Yeah.
It's a really low roll. Yeah, okay, cool.
14 miss.
Well,
They sounded cool.
It did so cool.
they're just like, that was a warning shot. But the next one should all stand down. They're genuinely trying to persuade people. They don't really want to have to kill all these guards.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
It's a 23. It was a very convincing warning shot.
Yeah. You see 2 of them, one of them already hurt, with a wind wall and a massive lightning strike destroying one of their friends. 2 of them begin to flee and run away.
Yeah, that's right. We're very powerful. All of us.
Veda,
Yeah, she's gonna throw it at one of them.
go for it.
One of them that's not running away. 13.
As you launch a fireball, it whizzes past and hits into a building behind. Doesn't catch on fire or anything, but Agatha runs forward to one of them, long sword in hand. Makes an attack. And misses. And another attack. And a natural one.
We're doing great, guys.
Where were these rolls when you were fighting me, Agatha?
She's not used to her longsword.
Yeah, it's shorter, so she keeps whiffing around. A shield deflects the other one. She can't get a hold of a small sword and is not used to it as much. One arrow shoots towards Veda, 4, missing. The other shoots towards Fig, an 11.
Yeah, that misses.
It's like, we're all doing terribly, let's just call it quits.
Has 2 spear attacks against Agatha. It's 11 and 8.
We all suck.
We're all doing terribly.
Driving their spears into her, she is able to block and defend.
This is like one of those awkward fights where you're just like kind of slapping each other's hands.
Yeah.
As we'll say, Fig, what do you want to do now?
His hands just like fill with electricity and he calls another lightning bolt down in between 2 people who aren't near Agatha.
Sure. 17.
What? Okay. Take half damage. So half 16 is 8. And he's gonna try like with his big spooky glowing eyes and electric hands just go, "Leave!" in his voice.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
11. They didn't hear me over the cracking of the lightning.
Yeah, as it goes, boom, you go, leave. And they don't seem too intimidated just yet, as you all just whiffed. As Emlyn, what would you like to do?
Okay, if I wanted to change to using short swords, is that a thing that I can do?
Yep, you can just change out as a free action.
I feel like it's difficult to imagine, but basically, like, would it be possible to, like, go around the side? Oh, I guess. How does sneak attack work? Oh my god, I just, like, don't understand battle.
It's been so long.
If I, like, go off to the side with either a bow or
Bow or swords you can sneak attack with.
I can still do that. I do that. Emlyn wants to be kind of, like, sneaking around, but also fighting. But they use swords.
Okay, so you want to use swords?
Yes. So the first one's a 15 to hit.
15 to hit, misses, unfortunately. As you walk up to the ones that are fighting Agatha, you slice down and it just scrapes off his chain shirt that he's wearing.
Offhand, it's a 23.
23 hits.
5 damage.
Yeah.
And sneak attack, though, right?
And sneak attack, yep.
Is that 3d6? It's been a very long time since we did a fight.
I know.
It's 3d6.
Yes.
Is it
I'm like-
3d6?
Yeah, 3d6.
I've forgotten what spells Veda has and all sorts.
As Emlyn realizes now that he is wearing a chain shirt, you drive under it into his back. Agatha sees a sword piercing out through his chest as he crumples to the floor, dead.
Fucking brutal, Emlyn.
I gave them the option. I gave them the option to run, and they didn't, so...
Veda, what would you like to do?
Veda is gonna use her bonus action to give some bardic inspiration to Agatha.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, "Hey, you've killed 500 men, why stop now?" And then she's gonna move forward and she's gonna use Burning Hands. Just a 15-foot cone, so she can get a couple of them, she will.
Yep. So yeah, you move down behind the 3 that are all in fighting. You put your hands together, and what does that look like?
Just like a big, like, kind of cone of fire just like coming out from her hands. Just like kind of holds them up in front of her.
7, so they fail.
13 fire damage.
The screams of your enemies as they burn to a crisp. All their cloth and armor padding that they're all wearing erupts into flame as they all run away in flames as they don't get too far before collapsing.
Is that them all gone?
It hit.
I'm gonna run towards Cookie's house.
Okay. As you start charging off towards Cookies, you see that the front door has been barricaded. This is where the giant seems to be fighting, defending Cookies' place.
Okay, it's not on fire or anything, is it?
It's not on fire.
Is the giant fighting people now?
He is, but he's making very quick work as it is. He's just cleaving through people. Well, now seeing that there's some backup coming, they turn to run. This giant says, "Good, run away, damn fools trying to fight here." And he looks towards Fig. "Thanks for the assistance, friend."
What's happening?
I don't know, I just arrived and they seem to be laying siege to this town.
How tall is this giant?
15 feet.
Yikes.
As you all gather around, people begin to put out fires. You see this man. He's wearing large padded boots, a black and blue tartan kilt, a large belt, and a simple black shirt with steel gauntlets and pauldrons lined with fur, and a thick winter cloak that he picks off and dusts. I'm Lysias, son of Ulfnar. And he says, this is Mooch, where you see a creature I don't think many of you have seen before, but you've heard of it. It's called a mammoth.
A mammoth.
It looks like a giant Highland cow, but with black fur, and looks like his riding mount.
Amazing.
Mate, that's so
I
good.
love it. A mammoth.
And he seems to be getting water buckets and things off of Mooch and start dousing out fire.
Yeah, Vida'll help put out fires and stuff.
Yeah, so fig.
You'll start getting buckets that are being pulled up from wells and start padding out fires with dirt and all sorts of things. And
Well, it's probably a good thing we came back, I suppose.
I wonder how long this has been happening.
Don't know, we should find Cookie and ask her.
Or is this just our fault for not finding somewhere better?
What do you mean?
Is it not the guards from the place that we took the people from?
Oh.
they have similar crests and symbolage to suggest that they're from Winstadt.
What did that guy say his name was?
Lysias.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
We hadn't met him before, had we? I mean,
Nope.
I feel like I would have remembered the giant Highland cow.
Yeah, he's got normal coloration of skin. He's like a dark brown with these giant spiraling horns.
Are they his horns?
His horns, yeah.
Nice.
He's not wearing a helmet or anything. He's got a big, bushy black beard and long flowing black hair that goes in between them.
I'm like a little bit upset that he doesn't have a Scottish accent, considering he's wearing a kilt and has a giant Highland cow.
Yes, Sandy.
Why is he not Aberdonian?
Because people want to listen to this
Retcon.
podcast.
Retcon.
Nobody would understand him.
Nope.
I want to go up to him and say in giant, "It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Fig."
He responds in giant. Nice to meet you, Fig. I'm Lysias. I'm from Narsfell, down from the valley of Lulia.
Wow, what's that like? Is everyone as big as you there?
Not everyone, but in Narsfell, yes.
I'll have to ask you about that later. We need to find Cookie. Have you seen her?
Cookie's staying in her place right now, defending just in case.
Let's go. Let's go knock on
Yeah.
the door.
As you walk towards Cookie's, open the door. Lysias says, Cookie, I think it is some friends of yours. The roof is bigger here because it's Cookie's place. And he methodically busts through, shimmying his way into the place. Very still, yeah, pretty much. And he just sits in a corner to be a bit more comfortable. And you see a large area in the corner that has been built up of pillows where he can somewhat stay.
Oh, do we see Cookie?
Got a little
anywhere?
blanket fort.
Oh,
And you do see Cookie there, axe in hand and a butcher knife in the other. She's so nice to see you all.
I'm glad you're okay.
What's been happening?
Well, we've been getting threats with guards coming through. The guards that would normally protect this place all left, and I guess they told on us for having more people here, and there was a bounty out to find out what happened to all the prisoners.
Why would they do that? Why would they leave?
Well, all for the Empire, I suppose. We've protected everyone so far. Zara has been such a good help trying to defend us anytime we've had problems.
How often has it happened?
Well, a couple of people, some bandits wanting the reward money. This was the first real assault. But I don't think it's not your fault. You've only done the right thing.
Still, sorry this is happening.
I'd rather defend these people than let them go back to wherever they came from.
Are there people like in the room with us?
There's a few people, yeah.
Our original plan was to try and get money from the vault to maybe help settle them somewhere else, right? So, yeah, I guess maybe Emlyn is like, and do you think if these people were able to move on or had the funds to go and set up elsewhere, further away, that would end the raids here?
Potentially, yes. I've been speaking to Lysias, and he says potentially we can go with him. As he says, yes, Narsfell is closed off for anyone else, so if anyone wants to come down, they'll have to take the long way round.
And you'd be okay having that many people come with you?
Oh yes, Narsfell is huge.
I basically still want to know what's going on with the vault, right? Because if it was like if it was like money that we could for real, like are these people not still like super weak and it's like a very big long journey and it's the middle of winter? Like they're not going to have any money to set up with when they get there. Like
Money is still a a big thing.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since we
If it's a long journey through mountains, we might have to wait a little while before setting out because there'd be too much snow around at the moment.
Potentially, yes. I do have a cart for Mooch that can carry a lot of people, keep them warm in the evening, but it is a long trek down to Narosfell. But it
Well-
would be best to keep people safe. I do need to wait here for some of my friends that went to Zundaria.
Were they storm giants?
They came up from Nuveria. I was showing them the way. The plan was to get Lomgir out so we can bring him back to Narosfell. They should be coming pretty shortly. I don't think the king would deny him. Or if he did, it was foolish and then the empire is now crumbled. But we shall see.
well, actually no, I'm going to ask this out of how long does it take to get in this weather? How long would it take for us to get to the place with the vault and back? Was it a day trip last time?
Yeah, we did it the same day.
It was like an afternoon to like evening.
So it's definitely on the cards that we could go and check it out
Mhm.
and be back.
Yeah.
Like before either the storm giants arrive or they like don't arrive.
Also, like, if anybody else attacks the town, the big giant man here to help.
Yeah, true.
There's also Zara here as well, who's the Air Genasi. But yeah, Narosfell is similar to Dorun Pass, where it's a giant city
Right.
joined up with the Empire and defense passes, so if you don't go through there, it takes way longer to get round. It seems that they've closed off the paths for this now.
What time is it that we got in here at?
Evening. It's probably 6 o'clock-ish.
Should we stay tonight and then
Aye,
in the
first thing
morning?
tomorrow we can.
Yeah, we'll go.
If that's okay with you, Cookie.
Of course, yes. It's fine with me. Very glad that we didn't celebrate King's Day then.
Have you not done it yet?
No, we haven't had time. They've had to get the fences and things ready, so...
We sort of had a little kind of solstice-y King's Day meal on the way, but maybe together we could make something up if we're safe for a little while.
On your heroic return from the vault, we can do something.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Cool. Disappointing, but alright. Emlyn's nodding like, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, 100%.
Unfortunately, I don't have the energy right now to make a big meal. People are a bit shocked and don't really want to celebrate right now, it seems.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's yeah.
That's fair, that's fair.
We can have a quiet night tonight. I am excited to sleep indoors.
Same.
It's too cold to
Me
camp.
too.
Yes, there's plenty of rooms here. All the people that you've brought have recovered nicely. Ymir has been doing good work looking after people.
That's good. I'm glad to hear.
Glad to see that you're all okay.
Yes, we're doing okay. Not many casualties, I think. And Licia says, not one got through my defenses, so I think we'll be fine.
How long have you been here?
Just under a week now. Yeah, in Rotan anyway, yes. Just under a week.
Thank you for helping looking after the place.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. It is not right what these people are doing. Even taking Lomgir, they are at bad terms with us anyway, so...
Do you know why they took him? I know they said that he was trying to like start an army or something, but do you know why they really took him?
No, I do not know. It's very strange. He was in the Silver Sun Peaks, not doing very much, living his life. But it's who he is more than them taking a giant. He is the king's son, not the Zundarian king, but the king of giants. His brother-in-law is the one that you saw, bound by blood to giant kings from different nations. There's more politics to giants than people let on.
I hope they get him without tissue.
Even with issue, they will get him. He's too precious to our people.
When I saw them at the palace, they didn't seem like they were messing around.
Those giants don't normally mess around. They don't even like to have fun, relax. They're a bit strung high. Need to chill out a little bit.
I did enjoy watching one of them bend down to talk to the king like he was talking to a toddler.
Does have its benefits being 20 foot tall, I suppose.
I would imagine so.
Fig's kind of in awe of his height. It's like,
He actually looks towards you, Fig, and says, "And what are you doing here, Ancient One?
what?
I haven't seen any type of you before. Not in a long time anyway."
I don't know what you mean.
You are the first ones, no? I didn't think there's many of you around.
Fig's just kind of like me, he has started sweating a lot. What's the first one?
Seeing that he's touched on a bad subject and that you don't know, he says, "Oh, it's." He looks towards Cookie, and Cookie looks at him confused. "Oh, I think it's just. I might be getting different giant lore mixed up. I'm not the smartest one."
Insight check.
Sure.
Oh, I'm really hot all of a sudden. Natural 20.
You can tell he's holding back some information for sure.
I think I need to go outside for a second. He's gonna go outside.
Emlyn like makes to follow Fig and then is like, no, I want to know.
What goes outside to get some fresh air, but it's just like fucking smoke everywhere.
I shouldn't have opened my big mouth, eh?
What did you mean?
He's been looking for information for a really long time. You should tell us what you're talking about.
Should I just tell him, or should I?
I think you should, but maybe give him a moment.
You could tell us now if you want as well.
Well, same with me. I'm not like a normal giant, as you might have seen, because he points towards his horns. These are a little different clan of giants, and Furbolgs and Goliaths are similar but smaller, but they all cut from the same cloth, and Fig is one of the first clans that walked the worlds. Same with mine. We have always been in the Forlorn Mountains in the Valley of Ludia, so it is always been a thing, but we had relations with the Ancient Ones, as you'd call them, those furbolgs that look like Fig. I'm sure you haven't noticed anyone else like him, and I'm sure you haven't noticed anyone else like me.
No, this is true. These furbolgs, were they from the Kaniga Woods?
Yes, that general area, but no one goes in there anymore. It might be a curse put on by the Ancient Ones so that no one can find them.
Can Fig be listening in for the window?
Sure.
Nice.
It's just rare to see one out walking about just in the open, but I guess a lot of information has been lost over the years. Giants care about the giant lore, I suppose. We're not like everyone else. We don't come in the millions. We're very few and far between.
Veda, maybe go and check on Fig.
As you head outside, Fig.
He's just like standing outside, kind of near the wall because he's been listening in. And he's like, kind of looks very wide-eyed.
Fig, you okay?
Do you think that's all true? Is that why no one looks like me? That makes so much more sense that I'm not just... I don't know what to think. Are my family still there?
He said
They
that,
must be. I'm sorry.
he said that no one goes to the woods, and that maybe it's because the clan that you're from are hiding there and they don't want anyone to find them. So maybe they're just hiding in the woods. But if you're... I don't want to keep calling her your mother. the Dryad, if she found you in those woods, she could take you away from there easier than a regular person could, because she doesn't exist on the material plane in the same way, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of freaked out.
That's okay.
I just no one's known anything for so long, and then to suddenly hear it, I guess.
I think you should come back inside. All the smoke is bad for your lungs.
I'm very hot. I'm very hot right now. Okay, I'll come inside. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Good idea.
Hopefully that'll calm down. But I'm all shaky and I just hope that they're still there.
I hope so too.
Okay. I'm just gonna go inside.
You make some tea. Drinks are had. Lysias doesn't really say much more. With questions in your head and the approaching vault, sleep takes you all, and you wake in the morning to a classic cookie breakfast full of protein and lovely good stuff. What would you guys like to do?
I think Fig's a little bit quiet. He's just kind of mulling over stuff in his head.
So is our plan to head off to the vaults today then?
Yes.
Yes.
Breakfast is had. Your cart and horse are all put to the side next to Cookie's place. People are trying to get the remnants of their small household things that they've been making or have got from the other houses, or trying to get things together, maybe even start making repairs on things as you guys begin to head out with Agatha. Heading through the woods is thick, deep snow.
I pause a little bit before we go into the woods. Like,
Are we
take a breath.
taking the cart?
It would be hard to pull the cart through.
I was going to say, I feel like it would be easier just to walk.
Yeah.
We leave the cart and people can use it to carry wood around for the day
Sure.
while they're rebuilding stuff.
If you offer that service, then they'll gladly take it.
They have to pay pumpkin and carrots.
As you begin to head up, that nervous feeling of the first time when you went into here, getting trapped and almost killed by the hag, that washes over you again. The slight
Goddamn
snowfall
hag.
coming down. And the thick snow, it's a slow march through the woods.
I like keep my eye out like extra for my mum.
Nothing noticeable from your mother yet, anyway.
I'm having a rough time.
You head to the Rotten House Noble estate, and you head in the front door. The door's left open. The place still frozen, and you head towards the vault. Down through the kitchen, behind the big barrel, lies the vault. With Agatha, the bearer, now with you with the mace, she peers through the hole, shivers a little bit, plunges the mace in. As she turns the mace, and the vault swings open. Darkness. No light pierces inside. She looks at all three of you. People have gone in here before. I don't know how safe it is. There's a reason why I have such a duty to hold this mace, this key.
Should we leave something to prop the door open or something in case?
Fig props up with his other staff.
Maybe put the barrel or something in front of it.
Aye, let's do that.
Oh, okay.
And then everything will be safe and fine.
What happens if I poke my head in?
You poke your head in and it's just darkness. You can't see anything.
We established last time that no one has a light spell, didn't we?
If Veda walks in a little bit, can you still see her hair?
No.
Alright, well, we've propped the door open, yeah?
Yeah.
People with dark vision as well, you cannot pierce through it.
Maybe we should all hold hands, or...
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yeah.
And figure out what school this is?
The door shows evocation magic, and here is transmutation, conjuration.
I don't know what else we can do, but walk in and see what's here.
Agatha draws her longsword, just in case.
I hold Veda and Emlyn's hand.
Can someone... I guess... Is anyone holding hands with Agatha? Are we just, like, holding onto the end of her armour?
Does she have a free hand?
Yeah, Emma's just sort of, like, grabbed the leg of her trousers.
Yeah, okay. Heading into the complete darkness, you quickly turn around to make sure the door's closed, but you can't see it anymore because of the darkness. And you try to feel around for any other wall, but can't feel anything.
Okay, if we tread backwards, like, 2 paces, do we go back out the door?
You do not.
Oh.
That's it, we live in the void now.
Well, you know, could have tied a rope or something. Doesn't matter. Never mind.
Whoops.
Probably wouldn't have done anything because there's magic in it.
As you try to find any kind of hold on a room, a door, a window,
Is the floor, like, smooth under our feet?
as you are walking, yes, until you start feeling other things on your feet, start crunching, start hearing things animating, crawling things. You feel them on your leg as you quickly hit them away, but there's nothing there. I need everyone
Nah.
a constitution save.
Oh no, we just entered hell or something.
I
14.
can't save.
A con save, yes, please.
Oh, that's a 1.
9.
Emlyn's so full of fear.
I hate this fucking house.
I know, it sucks. This is awful.
Everything about this house sucks.
I can't believe we came back to the place we almost died.
Can we still feel each other's hands?
Yes, you can. Emlyn, you take 1d10 psychic damage.
Is that 3?
Yeah, 3 damage. You start panicking, You feel Veda grasp on your shoulders loosen, and you start feeling around, and there's no one next to you anymore. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Everyone
like
or just Emlyn?
This is exactly what Emlyn expects to happen all the time, to be like lost alone in the void, and now it's happened, so they were right to be worried the whole time. It's a 12.
Save them, librarian.
As you quickly reach out and you grab onto someone, Agatha says, "Are you okay, Emlyn? We're all still together, right?"
Are we?
Are we? Do you hear that?
Yes, we are all together.
Did
Yeah,
Veda take
so
3
weird.
damage as well, by the way? Or was it just Emlyn?
Just Emlyn.
Veda, did you just let go of my shoulder?
No, I've been holding them the whole time.
There's a sound.
I'm so scared. It's like an incredibly bright sunny day here, and I'm like absolutely terrified, like cold in my bones.
I'm gonna symbiotic energy and stay it up.
Okay.
I'm a mushroom man now.
Emlyn, I feel like, notices this quickest. There seems to be water rushing in. And you start feeling your feet, now your ankles, now your knees underwater. Everyone starts realizing it's coming underwater. Still in darkness.
Can Veda try casting Dispel Magic?
Sure. So what does that do?
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. So I'm going to try and dispel the darkness around us.
Okay.
The DC's 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So I have to make a charisma check.
It would be a 15.
Can I cast guidance from Veda?
Just a general charisma check.
Yeah.
18.
You focus on the darkness that surrounds you. You cast it forward. The darkness goes away. As you look around you, it's just open sky as the water begins to rise up.
Are we in the sea or something?
It looks to be the sea, but the water's rising at a fast pace.
And there's roof above us.
As you try to put your hand up to reach, it's like almost like someone's pulling you down rather than you trying to swim up. The water's faster than you as you can swim up. The water consumes you.
Can we breathe under it?
Are you going to take a breath?
Yeah.
Veda, you look around. Fig takes a big deep breath in and starts falling into the darkness below.
But he looks fine.
He looks dead. He looks like he's just drowned.
Cool.
Am I okay? Do I feel okay?
We'll see.
I can literally fucking turn into an animal that can breathe underwater.
And it's literally like, it's like just as far as the eye can see, it's like we're in the sea and being pulled under.
Yeah. So you're currently under the water, trying
Well, I
to
guess-
swim up to the top, and you can't.
I guess we're all going to have to take a breath eventually.
I think Emlyn is not gonna do it. Emlyn is like, it's the last thing they're gonna do. Maybe eventually other people are like, well, I guess it's inevitable. I think Emlyn is very scared.
Okay. Everyone but Fig make a wisdom check.
Am I dead?
7.
What's my wisdom? Is it just straight wisdom? I don't know why I said that. Nothing. It's a 3.
Okay. You are both now holding your breath as tightly as you can as the water is filling up around you. You start panicking more.
What's Agatha doing?
Agatha is doing the exact same. She's holding her breath, not knowing what to do. Both of you take 9 damage. Psychic.
I'm not gonna make it out.
Just embrace the murder.
I know, I just don't think Emlyn would though.
And as you're holding your breath as tightly as you can, you see Agatha take a breath in and just fall like she's died into the abyss.
I think Veda would eventually be like, well, fuck it, I guess I'll see what happens, because this seems to be really weird. And she can't hold her breath for too much longer.
Okay. You inhale, and Emlyn again left. Make another wisdom save, please.
Oh,
I feel like Harry would just be like, let's go with the magical flow, but Emlyn would not. And they're just like super panicking, you know? They're crying, but you can't tell because they're underwater. It's an 18.
Almost coughing to swim up to get air. Something in the back of your mind just says relax. As you do, you inhale. You can breathe underwater. You get to the top and you see Fig, Veda, Agatha, all there, treading water as the water goes down. You're on stone floor. The roof comes back over you, and ahead of you erupts into a flame wall.
Ooh, it's a yikes.
as it starts slowly moving towards you.
Emlyn is like curled down into a little ball on the floor with their hands on their head.
What happens if I touch the fire?
Is you just gonna touch it?
Yeah.
You take 1d6 fire damage. 6.
Ooh. Okay.
It burns. It's hot.
Ow.
Agatha says, Emlyn, you have to get up. This thing's gonna crush us soon.
Can I roll insight on this room? Is that a thing you can do?
What are you trying to discern?
Yeah, maybe just like wisdom.
Like, what is this like? Is it like we have to embrace it, or we have to relax, or like, is it what? I'm trying to figure out what we have to do in this room. Like, what's the key to every single one of these things that break it?
I can imagine the Fig would be pretty wise and have like a better handle on it.
I'm very wise.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Make a survival check.
Okay. 18?
So how does Fig come about these thoughts of how to decipher this room?
He's been thinking about like what puzzles have been and like how you beat them. The water one you had to drown yourself. This one is actually hot, and then the other one was darkness and there was things coming on you, but it's like all psychic and like mental damage. It's all trying to mess with your mind, so he's trying to figure out how to break that cycle.
Okay. Everything does seem real. It's not illusionary. It's almost like something wants you to go through the experience. Fire is about to crush you. How does one embrace the flames? And at this point, I need everyone to make a dexterity check.
A dexterity save or a dexterity
save,
check?
Yeah. Dexterity save.
27.
11.
Veda, Fig, and Agatha take.
I'm going to absorb elements.
Okay. 2d10 fire damage.
Veda takes
12.
half.
Yeah, you take half.
I should always just have absorb elements in this house. This house is trying to mess with you with the damn elements.
As the flames come closer and closer towards you,
But Emlyn, what, springs out the way, or?
the flames licked out and start burning you. Dodge out the way and don't get harmed by it. But the wall is slowly, Star Wars style, about to crush you with flames.
Should we be going the other way?
I think we have to embrace the rooms.
Embrace the rooms. We have to embrace the room. I don't want to embrace anything in this house.
Fig's just glaring at Emlyn. You're just gonna have to.
How do we embrace this big ball of fire then? What do you-
I'm not sure how I can embrace fire when it's, half of what I'm made of. Maybe you should just hug me.
Fig hugs Veda. Anything?
I don't know.
Nope, okay.
Well, either we have to go into it or we have to go away from it.
What happens
And
if I
I
shoot...
know which one feels sensible.
What happens if I shoot fire at it?
Nothing?
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if Veda can think of anything?
Sure.
Because I can't, but Veda's smarter than me. Nope. 14.
You understand there is some sort of magical puzzle here. It does seem to be a test. Like, why would they want you to embrace the darkness, embrace death?
Well, I guess, the only thing that she'd be able to think of would be just, walking straight into it. Which is, the opposite of what you should be doing. Unless there's anything else in the room. It's just this.
Just this.
Okay, I guess she's just gonna walk into it then. YOLO.
Veda turns to look at you guys and just walks through the fire.
Veda out. Mic drop.
And Veda, it hurts. And then the pain just goes away as you just see Veda almost turn to dust.
Fig's gonna follow.
What are you doing? She's gone.
Embrace it, Emlyn!
No, Emlyn's
Jump
crying.
in the fire.
Emlyn's like, Fig, please. I don't want to lose all of you.
What if you hold my hand while we do it?
Hold your hand.
He just looks at them with the kindest eyes he can. It's like, come on, it'll be okay.
Honestly,
Together.
Emlyn's not gonna go. Emlyn's gonna be the last one. If everyone has to go, they're just not gonna go.
Emlyn's I didn't
Emlyn
sign
hates
up
magic.
to join this cult.
Exactly.
I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid.
Agatha just went through.
She's hardcore.
Emlyn, it's gonna hurt more if you don't do it. Or it might just...
That doesn't make any sense. I'm not.
Both of you make another.
Oh my god, I'm really sorry. You should go. I'm just trying to be a character, you know? Is it a deck?
Deck save.
20.
Oh, 15.
As flames lick out, you both dodge out the way just in time. As it's getting very, very close now to crushing you both in flames.
Please. He just puts his hand out for them.
Emily's having such a bad time. Man, I just didn't think they would go. Yeah, okay. They take Fig's hand.
Okay.
But they they screw their eyes up and they're like so fucking reluctant to go.
Okay.
You start walking, not very far because the wall's very, very close now, as you just walk through. A rush of hot pain comes over you, then is quickly gone away as you now stand wind, edge of a cliff. Veda, Agatha, Fig, Emily. You see a tower in front of you. No path to walk towards it. It is made of white marble, gold gilding all down it, in the middle of a pine forest. As you look behind you, nothing behind to escape, only falling.
Well, I guess that's...
Fuck this. Absolutely fuck this. I hate magic. I never even trusted you when I met you in the first place. I don't trust anyone who can do it. I hate it.
Fig walks off.
He just keeps falling, and you see him fall. He hits off one of the side of the walls.
Oh, gross.
Oh, Sally, why would you do that?
Emily's fucking crying, man.
How am I doing? Did I hit off a wall? Am I hurt? Or am I just like, I'm fine? Cool. Let's wait for these guys.
Agatha.
Yeah, Veda's just gonna go.
Emlyn is last, but Emlyn does go.
Just like
They are miserable.
swearing and blinding about everybody on the way
yeah.
down. I hate you all.
Yeah. Emlyn has completely forgotten they were the one who was like absolutely most keen to go into this vault.
Yeah.
Could I ask Holly and Harry to mute and deafen?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I guess presumably you'll type and tell us to come back, huh?
Oh my
Fig.
god, oh my god.
You awaken. You stand at a forest's edge, the sound of a party going on. You see a bonfire, people cheering. Not just people, furbolgs. And a voice beckons out, familiar and loving. Finnegan, where are you?
No!
You hear a distant scream in the opposite direction, asking for help. Help! What do?
Do I recognize the voice?
No. The one screaming for help? No. The one familiar and loving? Yes.
Can I see them?
It's hard to see through the thick forest.
I'll go to the help.
You run in the opposite direction, running away. Now you can mute and deaf. Veda, you stand in front of a crowd, hand on a lever. You see the king of Zundaria, his head in a guillotine. The crowd staring in anticipation. Across the way,
So scared.
you see a Zundarian knight with his hand on a lever, and your father's head in the guillotine. What do you do?
Oh, I think she pulls it.
Okay. As you pull the lever, the blade comes crashing down upon the king's head as the knight across the way also pulls the lever.
That's where Dad would have wanted.
Okay, if you could mute and I could get Emlyn to come back in.
I'm fucking scared, man.
Emlyn, you stand in a room full of treasure, as much gold and platinum as you could ever want. As you look around the room, there are 2 exits. One has sunlight. The other, a person is holding up a stone door, asking for help, with the sounds of battle echoing outwards. What do you do?
Oh man. Man, I wonder if I should like roll something for this or if I should decide what the character would do. Okay. This is what Emlyn does. They like sort of maybe slightly pathetically like grab a handful of treasure, but run over to help the person in the doorway.
As you begin to pick up some coins, throwing them into your pocket, you run towards the sound of combat. You reach the door and you see a very familiar dwarf woman holding up the door as you slide in and the sound of combat ensues. She says, "It took you long enough." Okay, everyone can come back in now.
I'm so tense. I'm
Me
so
too.
tense. Did we all get different things? I guess you can't tell us.
I assume so.
Oh,
Vedas wouldn't have made sense for
oh,
anybody
mate,
else.
I'm excited for this episode. To listen
Cries
to this
over.
episode. I want to know what happens.
You stand in a white hexagonal room at the base of a plinth, banners hanging from each wall depicting a crystal, with each banner shows a different coloured one. One black, one white, one red, one blue, and one green. And on the plinth, there's a white painted steel chest with gold gilding.
Are we all in the same room?
Yeah, did we just like appear in here?
Yes.
Fig's
there, like-
eyes are so teary.
Is there a doorway out behind us?
There is not. It's a sealed room.
Yeah, Veda's shaking.
Emlyn like spins around and is like, where did... Is it just us?
And Agatha with you as well.
Emlyn is
So-
still like looking around, like,
There's different coloured gems in like against each wall.
Yeah, so they're just banners depicting
Banners,
the
gems.
the gems, yeah.
Right. And
A plinth
White
in the middle
chest
with a
in the middle.
chest. Yeah.
Wait, what was the gems we already have seen?
You've seen a green one
Was the green and a red one? What was
and
the green
a
one?
blue one.
Okay. Was the green one the fragment that we found in the...
yeah, Veda's still got the fragment of the green one, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Okay.
The green one came from the weird frog person time.
Yeah.
Was that
And
knowledge?
Yeah. The blue
So-
one's knowledge. Green,
Oh my god, sorry.
like, control.
What was the blue one? Where did we get the blue one?
Yeah, the blue one was the one where under the bridge with Poppy.
Right, okay. And then the green one was control.
Yeah, that's
Was-
the one where you plugged into the big
Yes, yeah,
machine.
okay. And Veda still has that. And do we have the blue one?
No.
No, just the green one.
And the blue one's just hanging out under that place. We know where it is. And the silver chest or whatever doesn't look like associated with any of the banners or the gems or nothing.
Nope. You can walk up to it. It seems to be unlocked.
Yeah, Emlyn goes up to the chest. They're done now. They're also like they feel like a sense of urgency.
Yeah. You flick open the chest. You see 4 unique things and about 1,000 gold. You see a silver statue of a raven. You see gauntlets with similar coloring to this area, white with gold trim. A lantern, seems to be just a standard lantern. And a book written in a language you are unsure about.
Everyone come here.
Fig goes over.
Yeah, Veda walks over. I think Veda probably walked over at the same time as Emlyn, just kind of watching.
I guess Emlyn is like... I mean... Yeah, fuck it. Emlyn is just like putting the money in a bag, but is basically like looking over the objects. Do you know what I mean? Like their eye is still on the objects as they're like, what? But they're also putting the money in a bag.
Can Veda read the language in the book?
What languages do you speak?
Common and primordial.
No, you cannot.
Can Fig?
No, you cannot.
I assume that I can't.
I don't believe so. Agatha approaches and she looks at the book. This is not good.
Do you know
Does
what
it
it is?
Yes, it is written in Celestial, the language of the gods. This book is a book of creation. I don't know why this is where we are, or why there's a vault with this in it, but I can understand why they put us through all that test. This is a spellbook of creation magic. The kind of magic that you can build other realms with, move continents together, or destroy. This is old. This is like the language to the earth.
Veda's gonna pick it up and just sort of look through it really gently, even if she can't read it.
Yeah, the pages are intact. They don't seem to be broken or dust at this point as you read through it. There are some symbols that you don't understand. There are words that you just can't even comprehend.
Agatha, maybe you should take this.
I suggest they do. She puts it in a bag. Tell no one of this. This is dangerous stuff.
Can I insight her to make sure she's going to look after it properly?
Sure.
Trying to not cry. He got a 1. Tears in his eyes.
Yeah, you can't tell. And as you take everything out the chest, the figure, gauntlets, the lantern, you appear inside an empty vault. The door still propped open.
Emily goes for the door, man. Emily's just like grabbed something and goes to the door.
And they close the door and say, it's nothing. To
Emily grabs all the stuff, the book. See ya! This is my secret motivation all along.
And I feel like that's where she'd end today's session.
I want to know what the stuff is. I want to know what the lantern is. I want the lantern. What is it? Is it one for each person? I want the stuff.
Everyone levels up.
Yay!
Yay, but I cried.
I've just realised that the one that I rolled, I should have re-rolled. I don't think I've ever remembered to do that in the moment.
That's okay.
It was character building.
So what happened to you guys, huh? Tell me. Sandy.
Can we? Or we like...
It's up to you whether you want to or not.
I'm gonna listen anyway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to it.
I'm gonna use all my editor power.
Yeah. To hear all the secrets.
Secrets.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Draw Your Swords. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter, which you can find us at DYS Podcast. Also, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our YouTube and also give us 5-star on iTunes because it really helps us. Thank you so much. See ya!